They believe that they're trained in ninjutsu because someone that they respect at a high level told them that they're trained in ninjutsu. The problem with all of that is that if so many people were not taught the full transmission, so they themselves believe taijutsu or kobujutsu or using some sort of like improvised weapon like a shinobi katana, a cut down sword to make it shorter, you know? It's still sword fighting. I mean, at the end of the day, regardless whether you're fighting with a kodachi or a katana or shinobi katana or whatever blade that you want to utilize, but some people want to really paint this picture like, oh, it's a secret sword, it was cut a certain way, and it's a blade. That's it. That one's 32 inches and yours is 26. And this idea that a quote-unquote samurai would pull out a katana indoors and, oh, it's stuck on the ceiling, and you know, the ninja has a short sword and they cut them. It's like, you know, maybe there were dumb samurai that would do that, but that's just, everyone carried a tanto too, you know. There's just the reality of those kind of things are true, but how much truth is that when you're dealing with a soldier who was trained in combat? Why would they do that? They try all these years to be a samurai, all these years of training in swordsmanship and all this stuff, and then they pull out a 32-inch sword in a very low house with low ceilings. I don't know. I think, you know, the legends are great and the stories are great, and the idea of using a short sword against a long sword in the house, great. I understand the philosophy, it's a great strategy, but now getting back to the idea of the people who are trained in it, like, you know, for me, I have Minkyo Kaiden and Tomori Shinobi Jutsu. I learned all of it. And I get on there and you see these people from different organizations and they claim to have learned all this stuff, and they're not even doing basic ninja skills very well. They're doing taijutsu, and I'm not going to say their taijutsu's bad or the weapons are bad or whatever. That's all well and good, but you know, well, some of them are not that good. They claim to be good, but you know, here's some basic ninja 101. You guys have heard things like Mokutan no Jutsu, Dotan no Jutsu, Dotan no Jutsu Shoden Gata, Dotan no Jutsu Chuden Gata, Dotan no Jutsu Okuden Gata, Dotan no Jutsu Kaiden Gata. Those are examples. The name of the technique's the same. So when you have people who you're trying to teach, but you don't know if they're going to be good or they're not worth to teach the higher level techniques, there are some people that say Dotan no Jutsu, Shoden Gata. They learn it as Dotan no Jutsu, but Shoden Gata, the initial level technique of Dotan, is hiding in the soil. You good? Very good. It's hiding in the soil. It's like I've seen it where, like, we've got videos where they're into the sand and they dig each other in the sand, they pop out, you know, that kind of thing. That's a very low level, Shoden Gata, initial level technique of utilizing Dotan no Jutsu. So there's that. Use soil to hide. Oh, I've learned Dotan no Jutsu, I've learned the secrets. Okay, but then you have a Chuden level, which is like taking dirt and then throw it in their eyes. So you're not hiding, but you're using it to blind them. So now, even though they can't see you when they look, now you're taking away their vision by throwing it in their eyes. So it's a middle level technique. Right? I'm using this example. But then when you see Dotan no Jutsu, how many people do you see not do those techniques and do the Okuden techniques or the Kaiden techniques? You never see it. You never see it. Ever. Because they don't know them. And they pass themselves off as knowing all this stuff. And I'm just sitting there watching like, dude, you're doing Taijutsu. You're doing kenjutsu. You're doing iaijutsu. I don't care what sword you're training with. It's still kenjutsu or iaijutsu or batojutsu or whatever. It's still swordsmanship. You can put whatever around it all you want. Secret swordsmanship, if you'd like to call it that. It's still swordsmanship. I get that they called it secret at the time because we have techniques like that as well. I think some of the Ryuha, yeah. I think some of the traditions, wrong word again. I think some of the organizations that are around today fail on delivering true, authentic, historical ninjutsu because they are so blinded by the words of someone that they look up to, and they stick to a specific skill, which, not that the skill set that they like to hang on to isn't something that the ninja would have done, but they stick to something so much that they have hurt their growth and ability in something that they have claimed to dedicate themselves to.